Welcome back to part 2 of my modeling Q&A. You asked, and I'm here with more answers to your burning questions about the modeling industry. If you're new here, my name is Sade McCollum. I'm a sign model sharing insights, tips, and the raw truth about the modeling world. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out. Let's pick up right where we left off with your next set of questions. Grab a snack and let's get into it. Question 16. There isn't an agency nearby me. What's the next best course of action? If there isn't an agency by you, again, back to models.com. Go to models.com. Look into other cities that you would want to be signed in. If you live like me, I'm from South Carolina, so I had to go to another city. The main markets in the US for modeling are going to be LA, New York, and Miami. So you're going to have to apply in one of those cities. So go to models.com, filter through, find a list of 10 to 20 agencies that you fit into best, and then you're going to apply to those agencies. Question 17. If I apply to a modeling agency outside of my state, will I need to travel back and forth a lot? It depends. It depends on if you get booked a lot. So again, for years, I lived in South Carolina, and I'm home visiting right now, but I lived in LA for the last year. And it was the best thing that I ever could have done for my career. When I was signed to 2 Management, it was a lot of back and forth, and that was very taxing on my body. The flights were expensive, especially during COVID, and it was really eating up my money. But luckily, the jobs were so much that it definitely absorbed some of the costs. So let's say, for example, I did a $7,000 shoot, and then my plane ticket was $1,000, and my plane tickets were that much. Plane ticket was $1,000, and then my agency had to take their 20%. So it still was a decent amount that I was like, okay. But yes, if you are getting booked a lot and clients like you are going to have to travel. So if you really want to make this your career and a full-time thing, I would suggest moving to the city that you are going to be working in. 18, what is it like navigating the industry? I don't know. I kind of feel like this is a very interesting question. I feel like it's almost a loaded question. That's like asking, what is it like being a doctor? Or what is it like being a lawyer? You know? Again, everyone's experience as a model varies because nobody has the same career. For me, I don't really have any problems navigating the industry. I'm good at networking. I love what I do. I'm always eager to learn. And it really is always just learning lessons and being teachable, learning things and applying it to the next thing that I do. If I don't do good in a casting, I learn from it and I do better in the next one. If I want to know why am I not getting booked, I'll go ask my agents, is there anything I can improve on? And then I do it. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's like for me, learning lessons. Question 19, is it safe? I feel like this is another loaded question. But I guess it's because people are not in the industry and they hear so many stories and they hear things. But I'm just curious as to why would you think that so many men, women, and children would be performing a job that's not safe? But anywho, question 20. How can I create a portfolio? As I mentioned in part 1, that's not always something that I suggest doing because you probably don't know the right photos to put in your portfolio. However, if you want to take that route and do that, then you would go about either booking a shoot with a photographer that is local to you, or you can travel if there's a person that you want to work with, but you're going to do some test shoots to get the shots that you need. And creating a portfolio is based off the type of model you are. If you're a commercial model, then you're going to need some more commercial lifestyle shots. If you're an editorial model, you need editorial shots. And yeah, so on and so forth. 21. What is something you wish someone told you earlier in your career that you know now? I wish that someone had told me that it is okay to walk away. It is okay to walk away from agencies, from managers, from bookings, from jobs, from castings. It does not matter. It is okay to walk away. And there is always more opportunities and more agencies and more people to work with. Question 22. Do you feel that dark-skinned models in the industry are celebrated enough? Well, I definitely think the way that the industry is right now, it's dark-skin central. I also really love Sudanese models, which I love that for them. And it makes sense because they're the prototype. They're tall, skinny, gorgeous features, beautiful dark skin. But not just them, dark skin models from all over are being celebrated now. And I feel like it's long overdue. I feel like we're finally getting the recognition that we deserve, and we're being put at the forefront and in the spotlight. However, I will say that we still have miles to go when it comes to inclusion for dark skin and Black models as a whole. There are a lot of times when I'm on set and I do see some holes that I'm just like, okay. Like there'll be 4 other models and they're all white or Asian, and then there's me. I'm the one Black model and they picked the dark skinned girl. But that's a whole other conversation for later. We don't have time for that today. I appreciate how much we're being celebrated and loved on now in the modeling industry, but I think we have so much further to go. But hey, a steady drip of water can wear a hole in a rock. So consistency. In about 10 years, let's have this conversation again, and we'll see how much further dark-skinned women have pushed the envelope, and men have pushed the envelope within the modeling industry. Question 23. What's the most challenging thing about being a model? I don't know. I don't really know about this one. I guess I would say the maintenance, keeping up with the maintenance, because it is a job of vanity. It's based on how you look, and it's literally about all parts of your look, and that also includes staying on top of your health. So the maintenance can be a lot and it can be pricey. However, since I'm a model and an influencer with a pretty large following, I'm able to leverage that to get a lot of stuff for free or discounted. So as far as like the maintenance, that means hair, nails, skincare treatments, body care treatments, going to the gym, working out, yoga classes, Pilates, stretching, making sure that I have proper clothes, that I have good quality clothes to go to my castings to, and investing in myself, test shoots. And sometimes I do have to pay for those, but it's an investment, because if I pay $500 for the shoot, then this is going to land me a $5,000 campaign. So it's an investment, but still you have to have the money up front to be able to invest in yourself. You have to buy clothes for those shoots, or sometimes you can buy something from Zara and take it back, return churn, but you still have to have the money in order to make that happen. So I would say it's like the financial part of it and how much time it takes for the maintenance. Like waxes, you have to shave, or laser or whatever it is. It's just a lot. My maintenance days are crazy, and I can't do everything all at once. Like how some girls are like, oh, I'm high maintenance to be low maintenance. Yeah, for like a model, no. No. It's constant. You have to stay on top of it. You always have to be ready. Question 24. What is it that will get you booked for covers or catalogs in the commercial industry? It really just depends on what the client is looking for. It's not a commercial thing. That's editorial. Magazines are editorial. And just to make this distinction, you have editorials, but then I actually have a picture of my friend Monica on my wall as like inspiration. She did an ad for Guess, and the ad was in Vogue magazine, and I subscribed, so I used it for inspo. Now, I want to say sometimes you do a job or you do a campaign, right? For example, Monica did Guess, and I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to go and make something up. So let's say she did this Guess campaign for $10,000, and they said, hey, we're going to use this for billboards, we're going to use it for magazine, print, all of that. And we're going to use it for social media. We're going to use that for the next 4 years, right? That's how they come up with the rate that they're going to pay her based off of how long they're going to use her image. So I'm not sure that she even knew that her photo was going to be in Vogue, but they don't necessarily specify that. They just say it's going to be in print. So she ended up in Vogue because Guess decided to run this ad and get a spread in Vogue magazine. So that's how she ended up in there. And that's sometimes how a lot of people end up in magazines, because the campaign that they did, it ends up being an advertisement in the magazine. And that's different than an editorial. And I want to say that it's not something that you always know you're going to get. An editorial. Like when I got my Elle shoot, I knew that it was. And I got that because I had done a test shoot that was in alignment with what they wanted for this shoot. And I have a video in case you want to go check that out on how I got that. And if you just want to get some more background information about like how to get magazines and stuff like that. If you're loving these insights, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who is also dreaming of becoming a model. Question 25. I'm 5'2". Should I give up on the idea of modeling? No, you can be a commercial model. You're just not going to do runway. 26. Do you think 5'3" is preferred in fashion modeling? No, be a commercial model. 27. I am 5'8", but I want to runway model. It's quite hard. Any advice, please? Be a commercial model. Everyone wants to do, literally everyone wants to do runway modeling. Be a commercial model. That's where the money is. You can still do editorial modeling, but the money is not in runway. Either do editorial or do commercial. That's my advice. I usually tell people not to do runway. You do runway for fun, not for money. 28. What's your idol of modeling? I don't have an idol, but I do have models that I love. I love Juliana Nalu. I think that's how you say her name. Naomi Campbell, of course. I love Anank Yai and Adette Akech, some of my favorites. 29. Can I be a model with tattoos? Yes, you can. 30. What top tips would you give someone trying to become a commercial model? Just make sure that you are keeping up with your maintenance and things that I had mentioned before, your skin, your nails, your hair, all of those things, because commercial modeling could be any of those. Well, it depends. So I do a lot of beauty stuff when it comes to commercial modeling, but I also do some fashion stuff. But beauty is really where I excel. So, like selling lipstick, foundations, that type of thing. I also do clothes, so I need to make sure that my skin, my face is bright, that my body is intact. So I would say also don't limit yourself and don't think like, oh, I just want to be a beauty model, because you can be a beauty model and still get those checks for doing fashion stuff. Question 31. How do you reach out to potential brands? I don't reach out to brands, so that is what my agency is for. I have 2 agencies, Yanni Models in New York and Next in LA. And they take my portfolio and they send it out to the clients. So a brand will come to them and say, hey, we are shooting this campaign 1 month from now. Send us a package of girls who are 5'8" and dark skin. And then they'll send who they have. And then they'll say, okay, we like her, her, and her. Send her in for a cast. Send these girls in for a casting. Or they might just say, hey, can you send a self-tape? And then, we'll send the self-tape in, and then they'll say, we're going to go with Sade. Or they say, no, we're not going to go with Sade this time. And that's that. But yeah, I don't reach out to brands. That's what agencies are for. 32, how do I start on the right track? I really want to start this upcoming year. Make sure that you take good digitals. I have a video that is out about how to take good digitals. So go and watch that. But that is probably the place where you need to start. Just taking good digitals and really having an understanding of where you fit into this industry. Again, if you're short, if you're 5'3", you're not going to be a runway model. You would probably kill it as a commercial model though. And it's also playing to your strengths. So play to your strengths, know where you fit in, take really good digitals, and submit to the agencies. 33, hi there, I hope you're doing well. My dream is to become a big time model. How do I start? See question 32. 34, how do I start? How do I grow my IG following? Okay, I already answered that. Okay, question 34. No question. I just wanted to say you are art. Don't ever forget it. Thank you so much. I love hearing that from you guys. Like, that really means the world to me. I have this little saying that's hanging up on my wall, and it goes, I am the brand and my life is the campaign. So I'm glad that is exactly how I'm showing up. So thank you so much to the person who said that. You really, really made my day, and I appreciate you. Okay, y'all, that is it for part 2 of this Q&A series. I hope that these answers gave you clarity, inspiration, and a little extra motivation into chasing your modeling dreams. If you loved today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know which questions stood out to you the most. And stay tuned because there is so much more modeling content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.